Uh-huh. Let me see, yo.
This is the Ryler Rock. Is the one and only Shocker Double. Don't forget to tune into Reasoning Uncensored 8 to 10 a.m. Monday to Friday on all social media platforms.
Is Reasoning Uncensored. No smoke screen, no filter. Open mind, no enter. It's something you remember. Is Reasoning Uncensored. No smoke screen, no filter. Open mind, no enter. It's something you remember. I'm a baby in a stroller. In due time, I get to know ya. As we talking, the baby grow up, out the diaper, out the pole up. I had the lasso, bring out wheelbarrow. Here today, don't know tomorrow. Subscribe, like and follow. We deep, we ain't shallow. Is Reasoning Uncensored. No smoke screen, no filter. Open mind, no enter. It's something you remember. Is Reasoning Uncensored. No smoke screen, no filter. Open mind, no enter. It's something you remember. One light up, one pour up, one reason, one sight up, one unite, no fight up. One round you shot, you skite up. E-lining, no time up. Miss morning, one night up. Just replay and vibes up. Start cheer like cake with slice up. Is Reasoning Uncensored. No smoke screen, no filter. Open mind, no enter. It's something you remember. Is Reasoning Uncensored. No smoke screen, no filter. Open mind, no enter. It's something you remember.
This is the Ryler Rock. Is the one and only Shocker Double. Don't forget to tune into Reasoning Uncensored 8 to 10 a.m. Monday to Friday on all social media platforms.
I don't know.
Let me go.
I miss you. Blessed love, blessed sunrise, and even blessed moonlight too. Give thanks to life.
This is the Ryler Rock. Is the one and only Shocker Double. Don't forget to tune into Reasoning Uncensored 8 to 10 a.m. Monday to Friday on all social media platforms.
Is Reasoning Uncensored. No smoke screen, no filter. Open mind, no enter. It's something you remember. Is Reasoning Uncensored. No smoke screen, no filter. Open mind, no enter. It's something you remember. I'm a baby in a stroller. In due time, I get to know ya. As we talking, the baby grow up, out the diaper, out the pole up. I had the lasso, bring out wheelbarrow. Here today, don't know tomorrow. Subscribe, like and follow. We deep, we ain't shallow. Is Reasoning Uncensored. No smoke screen, no filter. Open mind, no enter. It's something you remember. Is Reasoning Uncensored. No smoke screen, no filter. Open mind, no enter. It's something you remember. One light up, one pour up, one reason, one sight up, one unite, no fight up. One round you shot, you skite up. E-lining, no time up. Miss morning, one night up. Just replay and vibes up. Start cheer like cake with slice up. Is Reasoning Uncensored. No smoke screen, no filter. Open mind, no enter. It's something you remember. Is Reasoning Uncensored. No smoke screen, no filter. Open mind, no enter. It's something you remember.
This is the Ryler Rock. Is the one and only Shocker Double. Don't forget to tune into Reasoning Uncensored 8 to 10 a.m. Monday to Friday on all social media platforms.
I don't know.
Let me go.
I miss you. Blessed love, blessed sunrise, and even blessed moonlight too. Give thanks to life.
Wait in town and tell the people. Physical disc coming your way.
You understand? Blessed sunrise, let me give thanks to life. Hey.
Wait in town and tell the people. Physical disc coming your way.
You understand?
Wait the town and tell the people. Physical disc coming your way.
You understand? Blessed sunrise, let me give thanks for life.
What's good, family? Blessed sunrise, blessed sunrise. We give thanks to life. You know what I'm saying? I know that for the regular people, y'all ain't used to see me like this, right? For those who regular at this space and time. But blessed sunrise, I'm trying to set up something that's message you just get. However, whoever that is, that's what it is. I was hearing say that my Facebook is not set to public or something right now. I was trying to deal with it, but I can't really deal with it. See you so blessed sunrise. Give thanks to life. You know what I'm saying? Reason Uncensored. Welcome to that. That's what we're doing right now. You know what I'm saying? Musical reasoning. Definitely my baby. You know what I'm saying? I signed the promotional song they were putting them saying, say, I'm a baby in the stroller in due time. I get to know you. Right? So that's how that goes. You know what I'm saying? Shout out the Talk of the Tongue Radio family. You understand? Enough love, due respect. You know? But moving forward, you know, this is a new platform. I'm streaming from home. You know what I'm saying? So the format is definitely gone into full dialogue. You know what I'm saying? Format is full dialogue. I ain't really doing no music and them kind of thing, right? Because the monetary values and all that kind of stuff. I don't have time to get into all of that. You know? So for now, what it's gonna be is basically conversation, reasoning. Right? Just like some of those other platforms that you go to, there's no music, but it's conversation, you know. It's been a journey, you know what I'm saying, getting to this point. Starting off on Talk of the Town, you know what I'm saying, playing music, vibes, and getting the people into a vibration. I know that's definitely, there's a certain feeling to that vibration, you know, especially when you're playing music and the music coincides with conversation and some music that people are familiar with. You know, music is just a thing that gives people a vibes. Hey, blessed sunrise, Miss Sophia. I see you up in the chat right there. You know what I'm saying? Classy B, my baby. What's going on? Right? Sharon Castler Edwards. You understand? The energy queen. What's going on? Blessed sunrise. You know what I'm saying? Blessed sunrise to everybody to take the time out. You know what I'm saying? To check the platform out. You know what I'm saying? Listen, y'all know this thing go. It's not the man chasing down the fame and the fortune and all them things, right? Or certain things. It's really about the substance. What you have to offer. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, starting the Talk of the Town, like I said, playing music, vibesing up with the people, you know what I'm saying? My Guyanese. You know what I'm saying? One Press, Quincy Roberts, what's going on? DJ Shabda in the building. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's definitely a vibe and an energy. Maybe somewhere on this platform, I'm seeing how maybe I can integrate not the morning program, but maybe sometime in the daytime, once I'm able to set up that format where I can play my music and hook up my laptop and do all that good stuff, then we'll see what's the vibration with that. You know what I'm saying? But in the meantime, you know what I mean? Gwinnett Anderson, blessed sunrise. You know what I mean? In the meantime, in between time, like I said, it's verbatim and conversation. The last time I was on Talk of the Town radio, the conversation was about individuality, being myself, and encouraging that, right? And that is not to say that that's not encouraged on that platform, right? But there is definitely a desire to expand, right? And so, if I feel like cursing, saying this, saying that, you know what I'm saying? Rolling up and spliff, taking a pull. That's the vibe that I'm on, right? So, without any further ado or delay, anybody that tune in, Chevelle, what me girl? Fiona Michelle Elder, my Guyanese sister and them, you know what I mean, checking in, give love, thanks to the support. You feel what I'm saying? Because listen, and I must say this, you know what I'm saying? Salute to Mr. Michael Diablo Ludus, right? And the Talk of the Tongue Radio family, right? I would have loved to continue this platform on that platform, on that radio station. But life is a thing where you know what I'm saying, when I learned to not go against the tide of the ocean, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? Forgive me, I'm trying to adjust, get my camera set up right. You know what I'm saying? It's the first time I'm doing this in the crib. You know what I'm saying? The morning time. Right? But you know what I mean? Yeah, but life is like, like it's like animals, right? When you're like a baby. There's a time when you creep, and then there's a time where, you know what I'm saying, they can hold you and you're taking a little 1-2 step on the floor, right? And they hold in your hand. And then eventually, what they do? They let it go. Right? Why they let it go? And then I put like, oh, and then oh, I can walk. You know what I'm saying? You're like, yes, I can walk. And those are how the steps start. You feel me? Right? So this is my brief little introduction. For all those who are, you know what I'm saying, that are new to the platform, welcome. You know what I'm saying? Hope y'all like my little layup. Hope y'all like my little setup. It's Memorial Day in New York City right now. Guyana celebrating independence and stuff like that. Let me touch on this real quick, because last night I didn't touch on it because Miss Sophia, my host, you know what I'm saying, I do respect, you know what I mean, was giving her love and appreciation for Guyana and its independence and all that. So this morning, because of the blessed love for my sister, I didn't want to come last night and do all of that. But you know what I'm saying? It's like, listen, y'all know y'all ain't getting no Guyana independence from me on this side. You understand me? And it's just cut and clear for me if you understand my reasoning from a long time ago, from the beginning. I don't deal with them pacifying situations of you're independent and you're still controlled by foreign entities. Your constitution is still theirs. All the different, the puppet masters still going on, right? So I ain't really get time to indulge. You know what I'm saying? But blessed love for all of those that carry on the vibration. That's a good thing. In the spirit of celebration. You understand? But for me, in the spirit of reality, they got to miss me with the one. You understand? When I say miss me, I mean they got to miss me by fire. With any kind of independence from any Caribbean country, any African dominated piece of land that went through what we call slavery and colonialism. Yeah, there is still no independence. You know what I'm saying? Like, just for them to just listen to me, just for you to have a day that you call Independence Day? Why you don't call it like Liberation Day? Why it's not called Get Even Day? Why it's not called Justice Day? You know what I'm saying? Why is it but independence of like that's like just saying automatically in agreement psychologically that you've been enslaved and brutalized and beat up to the admitting, oh, I'm independent now. You know, like you said to your mother, and you know what I'm saying, you growing up in your house, and you know, I'm independent. I'm 18. You know what I mean? This and that. Mother say, oh, get out. You're gonna pay your own bills. And fathers are gonna pay your own rent. Right? This is the kind of stuff that's going on. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, none of these so-called independent countries can't stand on their own for nothing. For nothing. None of them are developing any natural resources or nothing. And I'm talking about my African, from Africa to all the African diaspora. They're manufacturing a damn thing. All the natural resources are being taken out. When it's time to other countries, because they don't have taken the time or set themselves to be really free of the situation that's going on. But it takes time. Because when people say, what, 60-something years? Man, my mother is 70-something years old. Right? 400 years of slavery. 400 years of imprisonment and all kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen to me, shut up. It's only 60-something years, not even so. It's like them thing no come in. Andy G, what's going on, my brother? You know what I'm saying? Give thanks to the check-in. You know what I mean? But what kind of madness? Like, like the other day when the election thing turned on, and I'll be the first one to tell you, I do not study European laws and government to the extent of to be an expert in it. What I do is I understand the mentality and the psychology and the behavior of their thinking. And that alone lets me know to understand the laws and the rules that they have constructed and told you that this is the thing for you to live by. Nikki G, 2020, checking in this morning. Oh my God, the conversation is going to be on fire. Oh, what the hell did I press? I pressed something. Look at that. Gotten too excited. Press something on the computer. Right? So none of them. The other day that they did some vote when the government got turned over, and people talking about from Grange, this and that, and the house and the vote in the parliament. They're still implementing the same damn system from England, the same nonsense. You know what I'm saying? Vibes Cartel in Jamaica. The other day, let's put the real to the real. Look how real that got. Right? He said, I can't get justice in Jamaica. I'm taking it to the highest court. You understand me? Where's the highest court where? In England. How the highest court for Jamaica is in England? I bet you the highest court for Guyana is in England too. How much you want to bet? If you're still upholding the blueprint of their constitution. Independent, my ass. You're independent when you draft up and construct your own. Design stuff that fits your culture, your way of thinking. Because just with the older PC election, I said, man, good for them. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to have some kind of thing where one person could make, but it's this is what I'm saying. That could never be an African originated construct. But no, vote. They sell you this thing of voting. And what is the RAS is that? Welcome to Reason Uncensored. Yes, this always good on here, so. What's up? That you're still adhering to these people, governments, their laws and constitutions. So how could you talk about independence? So I don't talk about them things. Those things are fallacies. Those are masturbation psychological masturbation. You understand? Yeah. Shako, independence is mark of historic declarance of slavery. Slavery. Slavery is supposed to be about freedom. We're declaring yourself. So then say it's still enslaved. Don't call it independence. Say this is partial freedom. So be celebrating partial. You know what's independence? Independence is when we're free. When you left your mother house and your parents' house, and you get your own place, and it's independence, and you're independent. Your mother can't come in your place and your parents' home and tell you what to do, and what to put this in, how to put this in, what to use it, and how to spend your money, and this and that, or how to control the things that's in your fridge, and in your shelf, and in your kitchen, and in your backyard. How to paint your fence, what kind of design you can get from your own security around your fencing, the color of your house, all of that. That's what I'm saying. For me, blessed love. To everybody that indulge, that's fine. I up on a different, this is why there's no results. It's why people ask me, well, what's the results? Well, what the African, what the black man could do for themselves? They still can't do nothing. Anyway, I'm not going to drag him for now. Let me get into my itation, because I guess my itation connected with that. And for all those that didn't know, I am streaming currently through Facebook, Instagram, and also YouTube under Reasoning Uncensored. You understand what I'm saying? On Instagram, it might still be DJ Shaka Double. You understand what I'm saying? But you know, blessed love, give thanks for everyone that that's able to check out whatever platform. So for example, you know, and I don't intend, I'm not playing on music and doing none of that for nothing to be cut off on Facebook and stuff like that. But getting new to the game, you know, I was warned, like, yo, you know what, when you start growing your audience and, you know, people start hating and stuff, then you might get somebody just report your channel because you cussed or you said something, and, you know, they report you and then you get cut off or something like that. And I'm like, hey, if that's part of the game, we're going to meet the game and we're going to deal with the game, how the game goes. You know what I'm saying? You know what? My reasoning and conversation this morning, since I guess it just tying with the plantation vibration, with the whole thing when we talking about this independence, right? Because this plantation mind for me, right? This plantation mindset. And so the conversation this morning, Reason Uncensored, is about plantation vibrations, right? The aftermath of plantation vibration. That's like what it's said on the plantation PSD. For those who know about PSD, you know what I'm saying, or you know, post traumatic syndromes and all this kind of stuff. Listen, this is the angle I'm going on it. It was inspired a lot by what's going on with the Puffy situation, P. Diddy, or whatever. This is the reason why I'm even taking it to this platform too. You know what I'm saying? Things had to go this way because there's certain conversations, certain reasoning. I don't know. Hopefully, my audience and the beloved people that I've met and established, you know what I'm saying, a family with on Talk of the Town, you know, able to, you know what I'm saying, still vibrate with me. So this is the thing, right? Plantation vibrations. The whole Puffy P. Diddy situation made me went into like a internal kind of thing. Or in more than one ways too. In more than one ways. Matter of fact, I made a little note before I even get into my conversation. I think I want to mess with my note. I had a sticky right here. So how much we've adopted European culture, especially rich black folks, African descendants. They want to be rock stars. That's, you know what I'm saying? I'll make little notes and then I'll build on it, right? But listen, as simple as that might sound, right? As simple as that might sound, yo, people could run from it all they want to. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody like to, oh, you gonna blame the white man? Nobody blaming shit. I don't give a fuck. You understand me? I'm talking to my people for them to understand themselves. And if you need to understand yourselves through that lens, then that's what it is. Because that is the lens from which you got goddamn distorted from. Straight up. So, what do we mean by these things here? Plantation PSD or PT, whatever. I might even wrote it wrong. I don't even care. The aftermath. Who could really say? But I guess sometimes a lot of us don't even take the time to find out what kind of mindset we have. But when I come from a historical perspective, and we're not talking about Africa today, because Africa today and Africa of our ancestral times, of cultural values, of things that they're not lost, but definitely need to be regained for you to ever see some kind of way into this new world. It's going to be very important for you to understand that. Right? We don't have psychological classes in school. There is no healing center for African descendants. What your healing is to see, the healing is just the same thing. What we was talking about early on, independence and stuff like that. The healing has been, oh, you're free now. Oh, you have independence now, and oh no, you can do this and you can do that, and you can do this and that and that and this that you couldn't do before. Like that's supposed to be, huh? And so now when you get to that point, right? When you get to that point, that's when you become pacified. That's when you have become completely assimilated. You understand me? So, what are we really talking about? Let me say something. Oh, I see I got a comment in here. Okay, I can see the comments. So, let me tell you something. I ask people all the time, and a lot of them don't have no answers for me because they don't even want to. They have no desire to. It's the same reason why I'm gonna say again. And Sharon, you know, say I love you, and everybody else who dep on the independent stuff. It's not about y'all. I'm talking. So, you know, when it comes to that point where, like I said, the pacification, you've assimilated, then these celebrations become a disguise for healing that really needs, and reality of things that really needs to be understood. So what I was saying now is usually ask people all the time, what do you think your ancestors were doing before these people showed up? You see, it's like the break with spirit. You know what I'm saying? The spirit has been broken. You know what I'm saying? They ain't even got no fight in people no more. I ask them all the time, what? Religiously. We didn't know Jesus. Forget it. We didn't know Muhammad. Forget it. We didn't know Buddha. Forget it. What did you know? When you go in your history book, see, because that's what I'm saying, we don't have no healing, right? We don't have no program to really put your excellency. Now that we got social media and certain stuff, yeah, we could go on YouTube for those who are interested. Facebook and other social media platforms, and people post all kind of informative information, historical stuff to let you know how great we were and still are. Right? But if it wasn't not, hey, Miss Lovely, you know what I'm saying? Blessed sunrise. You know, if it wasn't for these things that happen in history, how would you know? How would you be practicing? Where would your mindset be? So remember now I said, I'm talking about Puff. Hey, Mr. Michael Diablo Lutez, what's going on, my brother? You know I run commercials on this side for the shindig and all that, you know. You know what I'm saying? You know it's a one love. Right? So we got to examine that. What were you doing? What was your mindset? Reason why? As I'm saying, when you think about the stuff that you've heard over time, but I like, especially like this P. Diddy Puffy situation, right? A lot of sexual deviance and abuse and stuff. No, let me make my disclaimer and all them kind of thing. Ain't nobody talking about the excuse of no individual. As an individual, this is a collective. I'm having a collective reason here because we got to understand something. The question is, what were you doing before? What was your mindset? What were you into culturally, meaning sexually and all that too? How did you express yourself? Right? I want to jump straight into some stuff like right away. You know, S&M, right? Because we hear about all this stuff. Sexual partners, people swapping out, right? They swapping, switching, swinging, switching out. But I know saying, yo, it's nothing. And like I said, I'm having a collective conversation about the mindset. So dude will be like, yo, you know what I mean? I had 2 shorties, 3, whatever. Yo, bring your friend. You know what I mean? Even bring your sister. Right? S&M. Was it slave and master? Domination. The mindset. Do you really know historically? Like really and truly, these things that we have come to adapt and say like, yo, I don't really, and listen, like I'm saying, this is the psychological conversation. Whatever you want to do individually, whatever it's on, I ain't got time for that. We talking about the mindset. Check it. If you could close your eyes, depending on what you're doing or when you got time. You think in Africa, a man had time to tie up a woman, go get a branch or some kind of object, whatever, spunk she, starve she for a couple of days and all them kind of thing. Sexuation weak. I'm fainting because it's this thrill of power. But no, you have this person like almost, next to death. You got this individual almost next to death, but you know, you're taking advantage and then you're gonna revive them. S&M, slave or master. You know, that's really when that was introduced to us. That wasn't something that our women used to like in our men. I want you to understand that from the introduction, because it's something that came from out of the slave times. So you see how we want to talk about independence, how independent we are from these slave things. And that's just one aspect that I'm talking, the aspect I'm taking on today. Right? Now it's become enjoyable that somebody could say it's in my bloodline. You know what I'm saying? You having sex. Choke shit. Like, we've come to learn bullshit here. You understand? See certain thing, man, thinking to get a foot. You understand? And then the backers, man, get foot on the face, stepping up on the woman's face. Now them thing. Spitting in the mountain. Now I'm aware. I ain't dull to nothing out there. You know what I mean? I have my time. You know what I'm saying? Indulging and stuff, right? So, where did that come from, the mindset? How that became normal? Because that was really done under, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's practices, it's things that happen in real time. And it became like a stigma that people still continue to practice. Yeah, I just get a message from a phone there. Take me for a second. Allowing the slave, because this is the word I be using today since his independence. Yeah, never used though. I was a warrior though, so I was never enslaved. The ancestors in my bloodline was never slaves. It was warriors in captivity. So, and still is. Still fighting. So, the morality behind it, it was not something pleasurous. It was a situation of, I'm starving you. You're almost, whether it's on the ship, whether it's on a plantation, and you get this young lady or a couple of them, whatever, and whatever they might have done, and you prove you this lesson. Maybe they helped one of the brothers to work on a escape plan, so you can teach them a lesson now. And part of that lesson is called, S&M. You got to know who's the slave and who's the master. You don't mess around, girl. You tie up in this barn. You understand? I feeding you. You understand? Certain stuff coming here, some beat your sky and then I'm gonna break you. That time is not pleasurous sex, voluntarily to the S&M. Sometimes I'm taking it from you. When you enjoy this painful, pleasurous situation. And so now it becomes a thing within the culture, to the point that it still even has the name identified to it, S&M, slave or master. Now, when we look at things now, even like orgy, like I was saying before, like that's what I'm saying, when you get into the P. Diddy stuff, and I was, I'm like, yo, where you get the mentality from? And I'm not talking, I'm saying, like, I ain't blasted innocent enough thing need upon a certain level, right? Where you get the mentality from? RG. For a woman. And a time when you want out and 4 or 5 mark, where you think they come from? You think there was something that happened because people were in a joyful manner and they was trying out certain things? There was definitely not no African thing. Especially even now today, you could see even the remnants from those who live the traditional way to have more than one wife. that it's still not no thing unless I don't know what a man might be doing in their own private little house. But for the most part, the society and the environment don't know that, because culturally people are like, what y'all doing? You got your wives them coming into the bedroom, or three of them from what? Right. Because the whole objective to that will be that if all them coming in, then they're everybody's indulging in some kind of thing. And eventually, if you don't and you keep on doing it, it will lead that if you came in there and you was a woman, you said, I don't touch the other wife and I don't do that. If you continue doing that in reputation, because then, he's going to ask, and like eventually, because if you're agreeing to it that far, then right. So this is why within even the culture that those things are not practiced like that. So when we come down to this now, the whole without tradition behind it, and we come to it in these days and age, right? And you've been talking about it, like I said, an orgy. Where do you think that came from? That was a new thing where a man and woman woke up and was like, yeah, this is what we doing, and we feel like this, and call your friends, call Bill and Randy, and you see the names I'm saying, and Brian, and bring them. And I just want to have fun with all of them. No, there was something where this slave master, I be talking about independence and them thing, out of slavery. He and the what do you call them? The brethren them, the other ones that had the little titles and stuff, overseers, and the brother, and the cousins and them. You know what I mean? When they's looking at that nice, look at that gal right there, boy. That gal. Look at that piece of roasted rump on that. You know what I mean? Look at that horse tail. And they figure because she was built that type of way and all that. I'm just using one little example. It don't matter how it came about. That's the essence. I'm using a scenario that I feel like making up right now. Just to show that. Look at that. All that booty and all that. Oh no, man, she need more than one. I can't handle that all by myself. You know what I'm saying? The man said they can't handle it by themselves. They need more than one. Right? And so that's how all them gang banging thing, orgy, that is so pleasurous now. And thing wasn't no thing like that. The psychological mindset. You understand what I'm saying? Let me run a little commercial, little 30-second little countdown, give y'all a little mindset time, you know what I'm saying? And then I'm gonna shoot right back. Yeah. Yeah. That's only a minute, 2 seconds. You know what I mean? Equivalent to a minute. Little reset. You know what I'm saying? Sometime I gotta run to the bathroom, do something or whatever the case might be. Right? But back to this conversation. One time I remember I was in a cab. I had 2 instances where like people say something to me out of the blue. Like out of nowhere. And one of those times I was in a cab. And hey, yes, Mr. Luthor's blessed sunrise, you don't know. You know what I'm saying? Psychological spectrum disorder. PSD. Psychology spectrum disorder. Okay, so you see it, right? Basically, you've been messed up in your head based on the trauma that you went through. You understand, right? Aggression, abuse and aggression traumatize you, right? So I'm in this cab, and so this is reason uncensored. This is one of the reasons think for the platform, because I'm sidetracking for a second. I know smoking and everything is natural on a lot of other platforms, and some people don't and decide on certain things. But I've always been like fighting advocately since I was a teenager about what does smoking have to do with my intelligence. You know what I'm saying? God, this like I'm always challenging. Even when I used to have my split in my hand, my mother, my uncle, whoever, you know what I'm saying? Certain grown up adults and this and that. Talk to me. Anyway, let me move. So I'm in a cab. And the cab man out of nowhere start for talk about women and thing like that. So I just listening to you. And it was an African banner, and he was Muslim was his orientation. And out to the blue, this man said, in Africa, we don't have no problem with we women them talking back and getting slick with a mouth and this and that because we just discipline them, beat them. You understand? Beat her. You beat her, man. We don't, police and I saying to myself, this is the mentality in Africa. And then one day I was in Atlanta, Georgia, and I walked into a Walmart, and there was an elderly Caucasian dude. I'm assuming like in his upper 60s, lower 70s, mid 70s, around that age he looked like. And as I'm going into the Walmart and he sees me, once again, they just voluntarily say this, right? So he goes, young man, you know how you keep your woman in check? So I'm just like, huh? Like, nah, man, but how you do that? You know what I'm saying? Because he catch me off guard. And by him catching me off guard, I'm like, yo, what are you talking about? Because I'm pushing my cart. I ain't stopping, but I'm like, oh, this is pretty interesting. Let me hear where we going with this. So he goes, you keep your foot on her neck. You hear me? Young man, you keep your foot on her neck and you don't never take it off. So I said, whoa, okay. And the history, that is not something that's in our history. That's what I'm saying. When we go into this P. Diddy thing, a lot of abuse is happening in a lot of households and stuff like that. Why is it not recorded like that in our historical archives of excessive physical abuse and stories of these things? Because we have to really understand the same independence that people talking about today from a Guyana perspective. That was a completely traumatic experience of a time. So that's why when I say I'm going to say independence, I'm not talking about no halfway independence and stuff like that, because the trauma was too much. And for the things that we still are enduring today. You know what I'm saying? Things like, drugging women. I'm like, for real. If you've really studied African culture, you think coming from an African perspective, man really had like where was he finding drugs from anyway? Drugs with what? Alcohol? Palm wine? Huh? And that's still what happening today. What happening, baby? You want to take a sip? And if she wants to, she take a little sip. If she feel like unwinding, if it's something. If not, like, nah, don't do that. As far as we went. Where does it come from that you give young ladies something to psychologically? I'm telling you, go back into those times. Even when it comes down to, hey, smooth skin, what's going on? Miss Fanfare, welcome. Blessed sunrise. You know what I'm saying? You know, when you trace back, even in the medical aspect, women go to the doctor today. They say GYN, right? Get checkups and this and that. The history behind that is so horrific. Of the amount of my sisters, mothers, aunties, grandmothers, and them things that they were taking and putting objects that they wouldn't even put in horses and donkeys and talking about they were looking for this and that. What they were doing with skulls of babies because they didn't value the baby. You know what I'm saying? The African life was not considered. They made the law a human being. Imagine you're not a human being, my bro, my sister. So because you're not, we could do whatever we want to do. Same way how we would treat the cattle and the animal. So just imagine what hundreds, if not thousands, of sisters endured. Just so you can have what you talking about. Oh, we got OBGYN today and this and that and all these. Right? Even the way that we're having babies. Laying down in a position, do it right now. Sit down in your chair and just recline back. Right? Just recline back and put your foot in and see if you don't feel that tension, almost like your abs contracting. Versus one of the older African techniques of using a chair in a sitting position, like when you go to the bathroom. This is why a lot of times there's some women that have either lost babies, unfortunately, and some who delivered while using the bathroom because they went and sat down and thought they were having a comfortable moment. You know what I'm saying? Squatting, as Nikki G said, squatting, right? Which is a more comfortable position. Got your, everything can just drop down that weight. Now you're leaning back. What that does is promote excessive surgeries, C-sections, thing that cost them, you know, get the doctor X amount of money now and they get to practice. See, for them, that was a practice. Let's figure out this art because they want to be original, thinking let's do something original. And it's not original, it's dangerous and stupid as hell. But once again, just like the laws in the Constitution and everything else, like we're talking about this independence and all that, how much are we on that level in field where we can say, you know, we're going to build our own hospitals and we're going to start a new practice. We're no longer want to subject. Let's see within the hospital that we build and the practices that we practice, if we're going to still have, in comparison, the ratio numbers of surgeries, et cetera, miscarriages, and all the other things. Right? But guess what? If you probably try to do it, they probably won't go and put stumbling blocks in your way. But I tell you what, I don't see nobody even trying to do it. You know what I'm saying? Right? So these are the things. Because when you try to do it, then you realize that the laws and all that are still constructed in a certain way that you still can't just come and say, you know what? We're making our own textbooks from today. We're changing the curriculum. We're not subjecting to SATs, standardized tests, and back in the Caribbean, people's probably common entrance and this done what kind of testing. They got taking all kind of tests. Test still a test out. You know what I mean? Still can't get no job and unemployment, all kind of craziness. So when we're really talking about independence and all these different levels, it's something to be, for me, you know what I'm saying? I don't really take it lightly. You know what I'm saying? This is why my conversation this morning is the plantation PSD. Right? Because there's so much that goes along into that. But today is my first day coming back. This is Reasoning Uncensored. I'm only gonna hold it for an hour today. You know what I'm saying? Y'all let me know if y'all appreciate the new vibration, because I know there's no music involved in certain stuff. So I'm not gonna drag it out for the first day. But we could 9 out of 10, I might continue this conversation and reasoning tomorrow, because there's still much more to cover that I want to speak about. But I don't want to drag it out today on the debut of Reasoning Uncensored. But for everyone that came in on this Monday, May the 27th, you know what I'm saying? Memorial Day is gonna, hopefully it's gonna go down in history as a memorable day for me, as the day that I started this Reasoning Uncensored, with the support of the beautiful people that come in on this chat. Nikki G, you know what I'm saying? Shout out twin. You know what I'm saying? I've seen us fanfare, smooth skin, what's going on? Pax La Rose, what's going on? Michael Diablo Lutas, bless up, my brother. You understand? Sharon Castello Edwards, what's up? Desiree Allison, Miss Lovely, what? Yadai King 9, up. I didn't even recite the man putting thing, you understand what I'm showing you? Selvin Jacobs, you understand? Brother, you don't know. And the G and the garden, bless up. And y'all still got for them on this thing, you know what I'm saying? I'm still shouting out for all the people that was on here to show the love and support, you know what I'm saying? Fiona Michelle Elder, Blessed Sunrise, Gwinnett Anderson, Quincy Rob Bartz, you understand? And Classy B, my baby. Blessed love. Thank y'all for coming through. Like I said, I don't want to drag it out because the first morning of Reason Uncensored. And if I see y'all show back up tomorrow, but then I'll know what all right. It was in the bad, you know what I'm saying, for the 1 hour. And then we'll see how we incorporate some stuff. Maybe I'll put some more videos and music and certain stuff up in there, and like commercials and stuff like that. Make it a little bit more diverse as much as I can, even though the objective is still not for that no music thing. The objective is still to be having these reasonings and open conversations. You know what I'm saying? Stir the mind. Mental gymnastics is the objective on this side. Spiritual gymnastics. You know what I'm saying? Soul gymnastics. You know what I'm saying? Anything that's going to give you a workout. You know what I mean? It's going to strengthen that faculty, strengthen the spiritual faculty, strengthen the mental faculty. You know what I mean? And the analytical faculties. I mean, that's just what I think that my part, on this platform is about. All right. So blessed love, blessed guidance, and blessed love and guidance to all those when they're going out and coming in. You know what I'm saying? I forgot to do that this morning. You see what happened when I end up on your radio? You know what I'm saying? So blessed love wherever you are on your geographical location, your road, your street, your avenue, your lane. You know what I'm saying? In your little hut, your apartment, your nice, comfortable mansion, your comfortable apartment. Listen, the shelter that you might be in, whatever it might be on your geographical location. You understand? Saying blessed love to everybody that might even be dealing with a family member, someone who might be terminally ill, or someone that might even have passed on and transitioned to the next level. Blessed love and my condolences to you and your loved ones. For anybody that's celebrating birthdays and this kind of thing, well, it's the season for this. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that went out had a nice time for this weekend, Good to see y'all. Glad to know y'all went out, had fun, came back in safely. That's what it's about. You understand what I'm saying? And before I go, let me give an affirmation and give thanks for life, because it's something I definitely love to do. You understand what I'm saying? So giving thanks to life, because this is the human temple, you know what I'm saying, which houses the human spirit. And I like to give an affirmation with that by touching the human temple at least 3 times. I just make a disclaimer. I'm saying to my people who say, listen, do not touch yourself more than 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times in certain places, because if you go into certain things that cause you to be distracted, please do not blame me for that. So without no further ado or delay, let's move forward with this affirmation. 1, I there, you there, 2, I there, you there. Hey, 3, give thanks to my audio. You understand? I'm here. Give thanks to life. You know what I'm saying? Y'all enjoy y'all day. Blessed love, blessed sunrise. Thanks to everybody for coming out. You know what I'm saying? And you know, let me know. What's the vibes tomorrow if y'all show back up? How was it? All right. Blessed love.